Good evening, Papua New Guinea, and thank you for joining us for another episode of Business PNG. The 2015 PNG Advantage Summit took place here in Brisbane over the last few days. More than 300 delegates from PNG and across the Pacific flocked the Brisbane Exhibition and Convention Centre for the two-day summit. Investment and infrastructure in PNG were the topics showcased at the summit, with industry specialists sharing their knowledge and ideas. Prime Minister Peter O'Neill, Minister for Public Enterprise and State Investment Ben Micah, and other delegates from both PNG's public and private sectors were in attendance at the recent 2015 PNG Advantage Conference. Concerns raised in recent weeks about the state of Papua New Guinea's struggling economy were addressed during the first day of the conference, appropriately themed the Investment Summit. Amidst doomsday predictions by naysayers concerning the state of the economy, investor confidence is still intact, with more and more businesses on that side of the Coral Sea interested in doing business in Papua New Guinea. In his keynote address, Prime Minister O'Neill refuted claims that the country is on its way to a Greek-style crisis, stating that the claims are in actual fact insulting, and urged businesses to continue investing. He maintained that investment in education, health, security and infrastructure would propel economic growth.
No country has ever achieved a transformation in its GDP or in its development without investing in education and health. This is absolutely necessary to empower our citizens. Together with the investment in security and infrastructure will propel our economic growth.
On his part, Secretary for Treasury Dairy Vele assured attendees that contrary to popular belief, the government is not sitting idle but are buckling down on key areas.
I think there's a lot of negativity out there from certain quarters of the community and of the intelligentsia, if you like to call it. But essentially for us, we understand that the world is changing, so we reject this idea that we are sitting on our hands doing nothing. For us, we try to make the point that we are a price taker. The price of oil is not our fault. The price of gold is not our fault. The price of copper is not our fault. What we can focus on is those things that are in our control and that we take credit for and that we take the blame for. And those are, in a sense, what are we doing in the light of the fact that we aren't making as much money as we anticipated, and also that we went into our budget this year, 2015, understanding that we had a deficit budget. So essentially, we were going to be. Our budget was, we planned for more than we were making, so we had to raise an extra couple of $1 billion. What we've done in terms of revenue is to set up a task force which focuses on enhancing revenue. So the task force is made up of the Treasury Department, the Finance Department, the Planning Department, Customs, IRC, and the Bank of Papua New Guinea. And we look at ways that we can, through measures of compliance, trying to make sure that everybody that does owe the country money pays its dues. So that we don't unhealthily tax those that are paying. We also look at structural issues. What are the other opportunities that remain for the country for us to make more money? So that's an ongoing thing, and I think that's something that we haven't focused on over the last 10 or 15 years. So hopefully we get to see the benefits of that in next year's budget in 2017. In terms of the expenditure, we've got a lot of nice-to-haves in the budget, but that are not necessaries. And when you think about, roads, for example, which takes up most of our budget, 23% of our traffic, 72% of our traffic is on 23% of the roads that we want to build. So rather than trying to build everything in the country at this stage, what we might do is focus on where our people are commuting and where they're aggregating, and in these tough times, in these rocky times, focus on making sure that those roads are usable for the people, but also that they're safe.
The road to economic redemption is long and winding. However, as an investment destination, Papua New Guinea has a lot to offer as we meet the challenges of the Asia-Pacific century, and the climate for new investment and sound economic growth has never been better than it is today. Investor confidence in PNG is still very much intact. This was the unanimous consensus during the two-day summit. According to many players from the country's private sector, despite doomsday predictions, Papua New Guinea is still a lucrative investment hub.
Relationships That is our job.
The consensus amongst the private sector at the Advantage Conference was unanimous. Papua New Guinea is still a lucrative investment hub. More than 300 delegates from PNG and around the Pacific attended the two-day summit at the Brisbane Convention and Exhibition Centre. The summit showcased business and investment opportunities in PNG across all sectors of the economy, including petroleum, mining, agriculture, business and finance. European oil and gas giants Total and Repsol voiced their optimism about Papua New Guinea as an investment destination and are committed to commercializing their discovered gas resources. Both companies are recent additions to PNG's oil and gas landscape. Total is the operator of the proposed Papua Liquefied Natural Gas project, while Repsol acquired Talisman Energy, which had built up a fairly large gas resource in the Western Province.
I don't believe it has shaken the confidence of the investors. It's a good country, it's business friendly, but it means that both from Papua New Guinea and from the investors, we have to be very careful about how we do things, how we spend money, and it's very important because the times are quite rough, that we are saving on every penny and be sure that we are sizing everything the right way and not overspend. So it's important both for Papua New Guinea and for us that we are very strict and very disciplined in doing this.
Celebrating more than 25 years in Papua New Guinea, CPL Group's Mahesh Patel also showed renewed optimism in the country. Addressing fearmonger reports, he passionately added that comparisons between PNG and Greek are absolute rubbish.
I think anybody links Greece to Papua New Guinea is absolutely rubbish. Look at the numbers that the Reserve Bank governor is quoting. Our debt levels are not as scary. I think it's really scaremongering. And again, I've been in the country 30 years now, and I've seen this. It hasn't gone to the dogs. The country is still very, very solid. So I think it's sheer stupidity who links Papua New Guinea to Greek-style crisis. Really, we're nowhere near that, in my mind, anyway.
I'm very, very excited about the growth opportunities in Papua New Guinea. The PNG LNG project that we brought online ahead of schedule and within budget really demonstrated that these projects can be done in Papua New Guinea. And it's a stepping stone to future growth opportunities that we, ExxonMobil, are very excited about.
Sharing his optimism, Prime Minister O'Neill also urged investors to continue investing in PNG, stating that his government is pro-business and is committed to economic growth.
No country has ever achieved a transformation in its GDP or in its development without investing in education and health. This is absolutely necessary to empower our citizens. Together with the investment in security and infrastructure will propel our economic growth. Today we are laying the foundations for the rapid development of our country. In the last elections, I promised to my people that I will provide free education. Today we have 1 million additional students in schools because of that. I promised our people free basic health care. Today, there are medicines in the remote aid posts throughout the country. I promised a safer country. Today, our investment in law and order sector has reduced crime in our country substantially. I say that I will attend to delivering a better infrastructure in the country. We are building roads all throughout the country. We are building bridges, we are building airports, and we are building ports. And of course, I committed to delivering a stronger economy for our country. After 3 years, I am more focused than ever before and on delivering on that promise to my people.
Hi, I'm Gracie Ila and I run a company called Delightful Options. 3 children, and I am a professional in the field. I studied for 10 years in my profession, but after I had my children, for the last 3 years I've been at home. I've always had a passion for PNG, and I believe PNG has so much to offer to the global market, and I believe that we haven't quite gone there yet, but we're getting there. So I knew I had a part to play. I've gone to a local school. I went to high school at Kila Kila, and I got a scholarship, went to New Zealand, and my eyes were open to a lot of things. I'm also mixed race. I'm half Papua New Guinean and half overseas, and I've seen both sides of the world, and PNG has some of the best things in the world. People, things, places. So I wanted to contribute, and NDB gave us an opportunity to do so when they opened up the Young Enterprise Scheme. They actually gave us an opportunity to run a business, and they're coming alongside us. So I joined YES because I was talking about all the wonderful things I wanted to do, the dreams I had to grow PNG and grow PNG business. And one of my friends said, look, and gave me a newspaper cutting, and that's how I ended up in the Young Enterprise Scheme program. So with Delightful Options, I knew I had so many ideas, and I wanted to be able to bring them all together. So under the name Delightful Options, I sell mainly Fijian lotions. Now, why is a Papua New Guinean selling Fijian products? I've used these products for the last 8 years, almost 10 actually, and their quality, and I've loved using them. So I wanted to be able to give everybody in PNG the opportunity to also use them, and at the same time I knew that Papua New Guinea was able to make and have products like this, so I want to be able to sell Fijian products, this pure Fiji, which is excellent quality, and to make sure that Papua New Guinean products come up on the market. So in the near future, maybe if I get a chance again, I'll be on Business PNG marketing Papua New Guinean made products. I believe Papua New Guinea deserves quality. We have a lot of wonderful things here already in the country, but there's still a lot more that we can bring in that's top quality for our people, but at the same time PNG has a lot we can offer, and I wanted to be a networking, a bridge to bring that in. So that's where Delightful Options, that's why Delightful Options is here. We're here to bring Papua New Guinea the best, and to bring in the best, and also to be able to export the best to the world. As well as products, I also do things and make things. So I do weddings, I make bouquets for brides, corsages for grooms, bouquets for the bridesmaids, and I decorate not only for weddings but any event. So that's why Delightful Options gives you an option. You have a choice of where you want to get stuff in. If you need it, let me know, and I'll try and find it and make sure it's the best quality that I can get you. So with me, I have 2 of my business partners. This is Mrs. Awa, and this is Yana. Mrs. Awa makes beautiful jewelry. She made necklaces for me, and she actually custom made my wedding jewelry.
I make pearls. I started as a hobby. So when Grace was going to have a wedding, her mom came to me and asked me if I could do a pearl, a necklace. So I did a pearl, and Grace saw the pearl, and she decided to want to include me in her program here, her sales.
So I am a mother myself, and I am a full-time mother, so I work out of home. And so what I've done is I've brought in, well, to start off with, wedding dresses. So wedding dresses, I'm just testing the market now pretty much. So I have, I think, 13 at the moment. I'm just trying to see what people want, and I'm just trying to offer, you know, because the thing is everyone wants to feel beautiful on their wedding day, and so I'm just trying to offer every lady the chance to feel beautiful and look beautiful, and it be affordable, because I know you can buy stuff here, maybe not what you want, not the quality you want, not the the price you want. And I also, when I was in Cairns, I did a makeup course. So I am a certified makeup artist. So I do that. I've done, I think, 3 weddings so far. And so yeah, that's basically what I do.
NDB's offered us in the Young Entrepreneurship Scheme some training. So they asked us to put in 500 kina to start off with, and then from there we'd go on to training, and they've offered us 2 years worth of training. So in fact, when I first heard it, I was amazed. I was like, that's wonderful value. And the training so far has been really good. They've taught us all the basic principles of marketing and of starting up a business. They really go into the nitty-gritty, and what I mean by nitty-gritty is recording and the basics, and that's where a lot of Papua New Guinean businesses have fallen, because we're not able to do the small things right. And as the businesses grow and expand, suddenly they find a lot of holes in the ship, so to speak, and that actually can sink a ship. And that's what's happened to a lot of young PNG businesses. But with the help of the Young Enterprise Scheme and the training that they've brought in, the trainers are from SPDC, I think it is. They've done a wonderful job. Unfortunately, it's squeezed in to just 2 weeks or a few days training, but what we have been able to get out of it is basically discipline, commitment, and PNG has a lot to offer. But because our people, we are so blessed, we're also a bit lazy. So PNG, we gotta work hard. We have so much to offer. But if we don't work hard and make use of what we have, people are gonna come and take it from us.
I've been finishing grade 12 lo 2013 na mino make him through lo tertiary institution. So 2014 mi wako stape mi wako pandaba mi wako monem na desla kain. So mi wako try lo finding opportunities lo go back to school or work. So time mi wako stape mi wako reading newspaper na desla kain ya mi come across lo display advertisement where Young Enterprise Scheme mi wako publishing lo media. So lo apna mi looking mo sa one opportunity where me can join in na go inside lo business. So me no waste time, yes, go sim application form mi fill in, mi mitimo kata requirements, so sem pay ma registration fee na all illegal one me documents mi submit him, na now mi stop inside lo Young Enterprise Scheme. Time mi stop lo one something where motivate me lo go join him Young Enterprise Scheme lo come up as a businessman or entrepreneur through lo grade 12 teacher blame been mi been having desla KAB training inside lo class business teacher been so motivating me lo come up own boss blame yet. So this platintin now stop one time so time this opportunity come lo Young Enterprise Scheme, maybe gonna join him. So time me join him, me look lo one business where by me own him na one business where me got him save logan so past some couple of years where I'm go finish here, me got him experience lo got him chicken so me choose lo kama poultry. I'm more 1 week old. So this la block and miss a good 2 weeks and miss after 1 week and miss remove this la case comes to opening white so go 2 weeks old now. Okay, Mr. Safety Mall 2 weeks one come inside here. And week 3 go week 4 here inside this section. Okay. Time me put more come on top here. This actually no stock come put more up. And this like running first week plan, this like running third week plan. Now okay, next lot Mr. all go 4 weeks here, Mr. Salomon come inside here. No half side. So this like now week 5 na 6 na 7 Logan and Mr. sends out here 7 na 8 weeks. So Mr. rotate him or some kind inside here. But because of training this like kind now, okay, me no more stocks na come to more. But hopefully after funding and by me come after the training and by me come na put more stocks na by me continue the business. Narapla all youths we all stop around lo country below me young enterprise scheme am open am lo you na me lo those where you me no making through lo tertiary institutions or you me no employed lo work here am lo you me so no gantino sem lo all school line no one you educated or you no educated or you employed or you no employed or one kind person where you stop here. Young enterprise scheme employ you as long as you citizen of Papua New Guinea.
And that's all we have for you tonight. For more information, or if you would simply like to view this episode again, visit us online at www.mtv.com.pg. Or to join the conversation, like our page on Facebook for daily business news, or follow us on Twitter at Business PNG using the hashtag Business PNG. Until next week, have a pleasant evening. Enjoy the rest of your viewing on MTV. I'm Leanne Gerari, and this was Business PNG.